Hey, what's up guys? Real quick before this video starts, I want to mention a giveaway that I'm hosting in my birthday month, October. You guys can win a random amount of money if you guys DM me a special code somewhere randomly in this video. So with that aside, this video is going to be all about how to save money. So if you guys have been overspending, you guys are looking into how to save money, you guys have gotten into the right video. So in this video, we're going to go into assets and liabilities. We're going to go into cash flow, how to check your statements, how to build a balance sheet to look at your overall spending. We're going to even talk about how to save money directly. And if you guys are interested in that, then stay tuned because I have so much information for you guys. And guys, if you guys like the video, if you guys like my content, please smash that like button for me. And if you guys are new here, welcome guys. So with that, let's get into this video on how to save money. So the first thing that I should talk about with you guys is knowing the difference between assets and liabilities. As the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, if you guys know him, congratulations. And if you guys don't know him, I'm gonna explain his theory of what assets and liabilities are. So he believes that assets put money into your pocket and liabilities take money out of your pocket. Assets can be, for example, things that appreciate value, things that make you money, and things that sustain value. So basically what that means is anything such as stocks that creates you cash flow over time later in the future, which is basically putting money in your pocket, that is an asset. And in the opposite, liabilities, anything that takes money out of your pocket. For example, if you buy a car, if you buy clothes, if you buy shoes, you know, I do consider myself knowledgeable of liabilities, but sometimes that new Jordan 1 is coming out soon. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket. For example, things that do not create value, do not create cash flow for you later. So things that are just going to depreciate in value, such as cars, things that you can't even sell later or make money off of later, such as clothes. Before we mention savings, we just have to talk about these two things. It's so important to know the difference between these two, because knowing the difference between these two is the difference between if you're spending money or saving money. So with that in mind, let's get into the next step in saving money. We talked about cash flow just now. What is cash flow? Cash flow is basically money that you make. It could be passive income, it could be active income, but basically it's money going in and out of your pockets. So if it's money going into your pocket, it's called cash flow. So for example, a highly debatable topic is real estate. Robert Kiyosaki actually thinks that overall, generally, houses are a liability. And for a lot of people, it's like, wait, what? Like, no, houses, people invest in real estate. No, houses are definitely an asset. But his argument is very, very reasonable. He argues that if you are paying a mortgage monthly and you live in the house, this isn't a liability because the cash flow is leaving your pocket. And obviously the mortgage, it's going to be to your value at the end of the day, but still, you're still paying it, right? Now, if you rent your house out and you receive cash flow on top of your rent to pay the mortgage every month, that difference that creates cash flow while also paying your mortgage, that is what we call a property or a real estate or a house that becomes an asset. This was one of the biggest realization I had when I was like around 16. Knowing the difference between liabilities and assets changed my mind. Like it changed my life completely. Like I started saving money when I realized like what things I buy are useless and what things I buy have value for me. So for example, those shoes right there, you guys can call whatever you want. I think it's an asset. Right now it's worth 100% of its retail value, so call it what you want. So cash flow is simply put money that goes into your pocket. Now, in understanding cash flow, we're gonna go into balance sheet and checking or looking at your bank statement to review your overall spending. Now, what I want you guys to do is after the month's done, look at your bank statement and go over it. See what you guys are spending on and make a balance sheet. Make a T-chart basically and put what you're spending into assets or liabilities. And I want you guys to be honest with yourself. Is Uber and Postmates 5 times a week really an asset? So check your bank statement. If you guys mostly spend cash, keep the receipts and just add them up at the end of the month and look at your T-chart. And I think after you do this, you're gonna realize how much money you're spending on liabilities and how much money you're spending on assets. It might be a wake-up call, or for some of you guys, it might just be old news. But for many of you guys who are here and you guys want to save money, you guys just don't know how because you guys love spending money, you guys love Postmates and DoorDash and Uber Eats and going out to the mall. So I'd like to break the video right now to tell you guys the code that you guys can DM me and make $10 right now. Now, in understanding cash flow, assets, liabilities, your bank statements, and a balance sheet, we're going to move on to the 50-30-20 savings rule created by none other than Senator Elizabeth Warren. She actually ran for the Democratic nominee earlier this year, I believe. She was actually the author in a book called All Your Worth. And in this book, she highlights how you guys can allocate your money to 50, 30, and 20. So what does this 50, 30, and 20 rule mean? So simply put, the 50 is going to be what you guys spend on your needs. So by 50%, it means you guys are spending 50% of your income on what you guys need. And that's perfectly fine. Everyone has their needs, and you guys definitely need to put your needs above everything else. That may be clothes, that may be food, that may be rent for some of you guys, that may be mortgage for some of you guys, that may be child support for some of you guys. I'm not judging. That's what you guys need to do. That's what you guys need to do. And next up, it's going to be the 30 rule. What is the 30 rule? 30% of your income is going to be for what you guys want. In her theory, you guys can spend 30% of your money on whatever you guys want. So you guys can spend it on going out, miscellaneous things, buying maybe that expensive Yeezy you guys want, or that Jordan 1 Mocha coming out on October 31st. Besides how much I believe you guys should be spending on what you want, this is what Elizabeth Warren believes. So 30% towards what you guys want. And then next up is 20% on savings. This means that you guys store this 20% of your income away on savings. That can be emergency savings, that could be a Roth IRA, that could be into stocks, that could be into any type of savings account. 20% is just stored away just in case anything ever happens, or just in case you need to buy a new house. You know, things that you might want to save towards a big purchase maybe. But 20% of your money, according to Elizabeth Warren, needs to be put away. With that in mind, I'm going to tell you guys how much I save. So I'm going to flip this whole thing upside down. We're going to start with 20%. 20% of my money goes to what I want. Now, these things can be food majority of the time. I don't buy clothes anymore, so that's not a very expensive part of my budget. And then I don't really have anything that I really want. I'm at the point of my life where there's not much things I want besides becoming a millionaire, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get there. So 30% is gonna be on what I need. 30% on things I need, like if I need to buy, you know, my own shampoo, if I need to go to the grocery store and pick up things, pick up medicine, if I need to buy stuff for my room, if I need to buy stuff for YouTube, camera equipment, lighting gear, accessories. There could be plenty of things. 30% I think is more than enough for a lot of these things. If anything, I have saved over to put into my savings, which moves me on to my next point. 50% of my income goes into my savings, if not more. Most of the time I don't spend that much money, so I save at least 50% of my money. So with all that in mind, I just wanted to let you guys know that might sound ridiculous, but it's because I do not have a college tuition. I go to school for free. I go to college for free. I do not have to pay rent. My parents are very Asian and they do not want me to leave yet. So thankful for that. I don't have to pay rent. Clothes and stuff I don't really buy. I have lots of clothes. My closet is full. I think I need 2 closets, matter of fact. I have a pile of clothes here and my closet over there. Now that you guys know about assets and liabilities, now that you guys can figure out what you guys are spending your money on, and now that you guys can understand how much you guys should be saving, we're gonna go into the juicy stuff and how you guys could actually save money. First step towards actually saving money and where to put your money is gonna be investing your money. Now, what does that mean exactly? So if you guys, let's say, have $100, you guys can put this $100 towards stocks. You guys can put it towards buying a shoe and reselling it. You guys could invest it into buying a camera and making YouTube videos. Now that's very, very pertinent on if you guys succeed and make money eventually, but that of course is an investment in yourself. If you guys invest in stocks, this is a method of putting your money to become a form of asset for you, creating you cash flow. If you guys are interested on investing in stocks, you guys can check out my videos. So I've saved the best for last, and this is what you guys might actually be here to watch the video for. It's super important that you guys have learned everything else that I just mentioned. And the first way to save money is live below your means. Now this means that you guys should not be spending money and creating an image that you're richer than you actually are. So I know a lot of people who don't make that much money and it looks like they're super rich. Like they have all these shoes, all these nice clothes, they always go out. Now, contrary to what I always say, have a positive mindset, always believe that you're wealthy. They say that if you tell yourself that you're rich long enough, you will become rich. Now, what I'm trying to say is that live and save like you're poor, but never ever think that you're actually poor. You are not rich yet, but you will become rich. I've heard live below your means from millionaires to billionaires to the brokest person I know. People are trying to move up, and even when they're at the top, they're still saying live below your means. If you guys don't know, Warren Buffett still eats McDonald's. And the next step to actually saving money and changing your mindset is buying cheaper alternatives. I mean, like when you guys are going out, you guys are eating, you guys don't have to buy the most expensive thing on the menu. If you guys are the type of people that like name brands, then it might be a really hard thing to do, because obviously you guys believe that Louis Vuitton makes very nice handbags, and they do, of course, but there are cheaper alternatives. And for me, example that I learned was like things like shoes, socks. Even like there's socks that are $15 a pair. Nani? And then you can buy like 10 of them for $15. There's plenty of other things that I could like tell you guys, but I'm sure you guys understand what buying cheaper alternatives mean. And if you guys don't, please let me know, because I'll make a whole video on cheaper alternatives. And the last thing we should talk about in how to actually save money is not spending money you don't have. That might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people spend money that they don't have. The very easiest way of doing that is credit card debt. You guys swipe your credit card and now you're in debt. And a month later, you guys might not have that money to pay it off. What I always do is that I never spend money I don't have. So for example, if I use my credit card to buy something, I'm gonna check my bank account and see how much money I can actually spend today or that week, and then I spend that money on my credit card. This goes along with buying cheaper alternatives, living below your means. A lot of people will get in debt to live above their means and try to, I guess you guys can flaunt or try to impress people. I bring all of these up because at my age, going into adulthood, there is a certain type of pressure to look the best, be the best, grow to become the best. I guess the easiest way to overcome that is to understand your worth, and that you guys don't need to impress people. I'm sure it's not good to look nice and good to be complimented and stuff like that, but I feel like we live in such a time where it's necessary to get that Instagram like. I'm gonna be honest, I'm speaking from experience, because I once upon a time loved spending on money on things that I thought would be impressive, and I've come to the point where all the money I've spent now is directly making me happy. Most frequently it's food, but not often. Obviously, I do like to cook at home. Hint, another cheap alternative. I love to cook at home, making a steak. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anyone who can cook a steak better than me. You guys can take me up on that. If you guys get this video to enough likes, I can challenge someone to cooking a steak. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned new things today, new methods of saving money, how you guys can look towards the saving money. If you guys haven't started saving money, I hope this motivated you to start saving money. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, please smash that like button, click subscribe, click the bell notification. And with that in mind, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.